Hi YouTube. Uh, well, got some things I want to show you that I've done in the last week. I haven't had a chance to get my camera. Um, in one of my other videos, I said that I was going to build or I was going to buy a chainsaw sawmill. Well, there's two of them. There's one that's called the Beam Machine, and then the other one's an Alaskan chainsaw sawmill. I've already built one. I built the easiest one, and that's the Beam Machine. All right, let me show you what it looks like here. That's the Beam Machine that I built. All right, that runs on a 2x6. Now, some of you know what this is, and for those that don't, the chainsaw bolts right on here, and this is why it is a 2x6, and it runs on a 2x6. So bear with me trying to do this one-handed. But anyway, now you're going to see this too. Now, I don't brag about or advertise for anybody, but I will give a company credit where credit's due. I have tried 3 electric chainsaws. 4. And I won't mention the other ones that I've tried. This is my 5th one. And it's made by Works. This is my 2nd one. Now, the first one didn't break by itself. It got run over. Short story. But anyway, this is the Works. The thing works great. Cuts good. It's got an automatic oiler, which I like. The other ones didn't have. It just works good. This is an 18-inch bar. My other one had a 16. This is an 18. This one's just a little bit bigger. This is a 15 amp. The other one was a 14 and a half. Good little saw for electric saw. And the reason I have to go use electric saw is because I've got a pacemaker defibrillator, and the 2-stroke chainsaws, it doesn't go good. But anyway, this bolts on right here to that hole, and then the saw runs alongside the 2x6, and it cuts your beam or your boards, whichever. All right. Now I run on the mule. Let's go over there. This is a workhorse that me and the boy on the other videos, you've seen pictures of it. This is my power supply. It's a Champion 4,000 watt 3500 continuous. That 15 amp chainsaw, I can slow it down. I can almost kill this generator with it if I really bear down on a piece of wood. Other than that, it works great. I mean, it just runs and runs and runs on a tank of gas. I think it's a 3.5 gallon tank on the top of it, but it works good. But anyway, I put that Beam Machine together, and the first time I used it, you have to have a sharp chain, and I got a ripping chain. Not the right thing to use, but it works. But anyway, I had a tree. There's a special chain. I think it's a chipper chain or something. I don't remember what it is. I'm going to have to get one. They're about $20 for that 18-inch bar. If I get one for the 16-inch bar, it's about 18. Anyway, I was messing with it last week, and or earlier in the week. Now, this is a piece of cherry. This was a log, and I cut it down. All right, you have to have a real sharp chain, otherwise, I don't know if you can see that on the side of this one, but it kind of angles off. But anyway, this piece here and this side, well, this side, and this side is pretty square. All right, this side's off. All right, that's where I had the dull chain on it. But I made this out of a tree, a cherry tree, and I've already cut 2 boards off of it. One's about a 3/4 inch thick board, That's this one here. And it come out pretty good. I mean, that side of it is pretty good compared to this side. It's about the same thickness. Alright, and that's with a sharp chain. And it's not fast, but you can get a lot done in a day's time. Here's the 2x6 that I put on the board, and I just nail it down. Whoops. Let me get this up here. Bear with me. But anyway, I'll measure that on there, and then I'll fasten it, and then my chain will run right alongside the side of it, and it cuts the thickness that I need for a board. But it's mainly for making beams, like I say. Now, as my chain got duller, alright, this is the top part. This is the part I cut on the top. Now that's about the same width all the way down through, which is 1 inch. This one here, it started at 1 inch down there and come to about 1.25 inches up here. Alright, which is bearable. If you run it through a planer, you can run it pretty good. But I ain't got that benefit. Now, one of my people that I subscribe to, Idaho Hillbilly, is using reclaimed lumber to build his house. And, which, got to give him credit, it looks awesome. I mean, I think he said he had $500 in it, and then somebody complained, and, you know, the haters on the YouTube channels, he had to correct it, and I think he said $800 or $1,000 he's got invested in his place. If he can't get his lumber, like used lumber that he's been using, I wish he'd check in on this. I mean, you can build one of these. He's got his foundry, and this is for you, Idaho Hillbilly. Check it out. I mean, it's not that hard to make, and it does make good beams. I mean, I don't know how wide that is. That's probably a 10 by 10 beam, 8 foot long. I could have had it 10 foot, but I cut the end of it off and was making firewood. I didn't. My kid did, and I give him hell because I said I want that tree for a log. I wanted to make beams out of it, and I wanted to make boards out of it. But anyway, that's what I got done there. Back to the going off grid on the A-frame. Most of the stuff is going pretty good. Like I say, we still got garbage to get rid of. But well, when we get down here to the house, I'll show you. I got a dilemma. I mean, I'm on disability, and I get a monthly check, and it's not that much. I've got a payment on this house. The other one, the trailer's paid for. But this here, I make a $200 a month payment on it. That's how I got this. I paid $25,000, and I can make payments on it of $200 a month. And when I looked at it, I knew I had to do some work on it, but I didn't know how much. I knew I had to put a roof on it, but alright, they put this addition on, and remember the guy up there that owned the trailer helped them put this on here? Well, they just it's not the right way. I mean, there's water leaks in it like you wouldn't believe, and it's running down the walls and in between where the trailer and this, or not the trailer, but the house and this addition are, it's running down behind this wall, and it's rotting off both walls. So until I tear that off of there and find out how bad the damage is, it don't look good from what I can see. I don't know if I'm going to have to replace the whole wall or part of the wall. And the shingles have been on here for 30 plus years. Some of them are gone. It's just not that good. The roof, way it's fastened on there, I don't know if I can save it. I want to take this all off, and then I got to match the roof back in where it was before. All right. I don't know if you can see this or not. There's an overhang up there where they cut into the roof and made that in flush against that wall. All right. That's one of the problems I got. I planned on taking that addition off anyway and just going back to the original A-frame. Well, then we got up there is a bad spot in the roof. The sheeting got wet. There was no ridge cap at all on top, so it was leaking all the way down on the inside and on the outside underneath the shingles, and it ran down here, and the sheeting's real bad. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the roof yet. All right, now here's the old chimney that he had. That's the base of it. Now here's where it comes out of the wall, and he had a piece of pipe from there clear over to here, and it went in the side there. All right. Now if you notice, the front of it's all ate out. Let me move this here. That was a clean out right there where I had it pulled out. But anyway, down at the bottom, it is all rotted off. Well, what he done is he put one of them creosote logs in there. And the creosote log is not recommended for a masonry chimney. All right, that's why. The chemicals in it will eat the cement. So all of this got ate up, all the way up. That thing was up there quite a ways. But anyway, it ate it up in the base, and it fell over. All right. Now, anyway, let's go over here, and I'll show you what I got. I'm thinking about going, all right, this is the piece that I patched. I just got the tin up there, temporary, and I got plastic, and I got Tyvek, and I got styrofoam insulation on the inside. But over here, the other side of it, now I've got the oak 2x6s running across all the way across here, alright? I've got 2x6s running up to this point. Now this part here has got to be replaced yet. This wall is just, it's something. I'll give you a picture of it over here and show you. Can you see that? I hope you can see that. There's nothing there. It's gone. So I don't know what I'm going to find when I tear that wall out. So that's my dilemma there. And I'm thinking about tearing the whole thing down, all of it, and living in the basement, putting a rubber roof on it, on the floor here. Just take it right down to that and leave the floor on it and put a rubber roof on it, and then eventually, if I have time and the health, to go up 8 foot and just put another foundation or put another house on top of it. But in the meantime, live down here in the basement. Well, I ain't figured out how I'm going to do that, because I got to live in here, plus I got to, the plumbing would be off and everything. It's just, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. If I would have known this, I probably wouldn't have bought the place. But anyway, this is what I got. I mean, it's a dilemma. And like I say, with the money that I have, it'll take 20 years to get it done, but I can still clean it up and make it look halfway decent. And we'll go from there. But a lot of work. A lot of work. Anyway, I hope it was informational. We're getting there. I mean, we've cleaned up a lot, but we got a lot more to clean up. So, anyway, looks like my daughter-in-law's here. So, we'll talk at you later. Thanks, YouTube.